Hi, I'm David Phillips from the Sound Shop in Indian Trail, North Carolina. I've been in the industry for almost 15 years, and I've been here at the Sound Shop for 5. My installation philosophy is to treat everyone's car and every customer as if it was your own mom. By that, I mean take care of everything and do it to your absolute best ability. One of the things I help to reinforce the concept is we always use seat covers, steering wheel covers, and floor mat covers to help ensure that we don't dirty up or mess up customers' cars. In fact, when we're done, we also vacuum and wipe down the panels to make sure that there's nothing that we left behind. So we return the car better than when it came here. Other professionals that have had an influence on me, there's a lot. Obviously, we all follow on social media now, and Facebook, Instagram, and we follow that kind of stuff. We're in all these closed groups on Facebook, and we can see each other's work all the time, which is awesome because you get new ideas and you get inspiration from one another, and I think that's just really great. But real inspirational to me has been two of my really good friends, Eric Markland and Charles Brazil. Also, Carlos Ramirez and Christopher McNulty have had a big influence on me. They both have figured out the business, and those are two of the first people that I met in the industry that were not just Joe Blow, if you will, car audio installer, that really had passion and had figured things out. So it was kind of cool when I first met them. I realized that it could be different. That what I do here at the Sound Shop could be a whole different experience for customers. And quality of work has pushed up since I've started interacting with those guys. Other influences in the industry, there's so many, but I'd have to say Tom Miller, Brendan Otis, Aaron Schlotterbach, David Cruz, and Matt Schaefer. Coworkers would consider me a helpful, friendly, and efficient installer. When other people are kind of stuck or whatever, I'm more than happy to help out any way that I can. And as far as my efficiency, I never miss deadlines. It's one of those things. I'll stay and work, nights, weekends, whatever it takes to get a job done. If I tell a customer it's a certain day, that at a time it's going to be done, or they request a certain day or time for it to be done, I don't miss my deadlines. I do what I have to do to make things happen, and that's one of the things I pride myself on, and I know that others can see that. One of the biggest obstacles this year has been the ability to lock in deposits for appointments. In the past, we've had appointments. It's not an issue. We've been appointment only for a little while. As far as actual installations, obviously we still have walk-ins for actual setting up appointments and real quick diags and talking about stuff. So if customers want to talk about whatever we're doing to their car, we do all that consultation stuff here. Not in-depth consultation, that's still appointment only. But usually people walk in, and then if we need that, we'll set that up. But nonetheless, so one of the biggest issues we've had is we set up an appointment because we've been consistently 2 to 3 weeks out here for the past couple of years, and it seemed like people would most of the time show up, but there's still that 20-30% of people that don't, and then you call them and they don't answer, and all that kind of stuff. Or basically what I've started out with was we were trying to do $20 deposits. Just hold your spot. That's if there's no special order. If there's special order, it's half. There's no question. And I found that people were walking on the $20 too. It was kind of crazy. People were just whatever. I went somewhere else instead because it was cheaper or faster or whatever. Or they just didn't want to do it anymore or didn't have the time or whatever the case is. It doesn't matter. But people were still walking on that $20 deposit. So, after talking to a couple of my buddies, I realized that I was kind of being weird by not requiring half down. I found that if people are serious, that they're going to be willing to give you half down. So I've been pushing myself to make sure that I do that, and it's amazing how many people are totally okay with that. They're expecting it. I kind of had an issue, I guess personally, because I was just kind of felt like I was asking for money and I haven't done anything yet. So I personally had to overcome that, and I've gotten a lot better. I'm not going to say that I'm perfect. It still bothers me a little bit to ask people for money before I do something. Not to mention, I love the big paycheck at the end. So
let's just say you're doing a $2,000 job, getting at the end that $2,000 versus getting the $1,000, at the end is, it's a little better. I'm not gonna lie, it is. But people give you half down, they're showing up. They're serious, and anybody that's not willing to do that, they're not serious about their appointment or their installation, anyways.
I want them to remember that everything was done to the best of its ability. So I like to keep things clean. Both presentable as far as the storefront itself. I do my best to keep the bay clean. Sometimes it does get a little wild if we're pushing to get a project out. But the first thing I do when I come in after that is we completely clean everything up and start fresh on it. That way you can go back and find your tools and everything like that. But what I think customer takes away from that is that that their car is going to be taken care of, and that the installation is going to be done in the best way possible. All your wires are hidden. There's not a coil of something just shoved up under the carpet somewhere. Everything is cut to length for that side of it to make sure that things are done well. You don't have to worry about like clips being broken or any of that kind of stuff on an installation. So I want a customer to be able to take away from my install that things were done well and done to a standard that even a dealership or whatever would be happy with what's going on.
Last year around Thanksgiving, we changed our shop hours to Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. That's not to say that I do not work hours outside of that, because I certainly do. But since then, Cup was my Saturday guy. He has a regular job. He works kind of the same hours during the week. So I've been solo 100% since then. And prior to that, I was semi-solo for quite some time, and I did have a part-time guy earlier last year, but that just didn't work out. But nonetheless, so I kind of am, I guess, the culture here, and my performance directly affects what happens here at the shop. I'd be a liar if I said I didn't have friends that stop by and family that stop by and help out. Like my dad stops by all the time, and he likes to, help with, things that he can, like the trash and, sweeping and stuff of that nature. He likes to help keep the shop clean because he's a super clean guy. So I'm really grateful for that. But, and then I have friends that stop by and they'll hang out and hand you tools while you're working and whatnot. And, if they can participate, they will. But, other than that, I'm solo. So what I do is the culture, and what I try and do here, I try and maintain a professional presence, if you will, in my storefront when I'm dealing with customers or if we're walking them through the bay and showing them stuff. I kind of put on a different face to help maintain that. So when people come in, it's like it's a different David. It's, hey, welcome to the sound shop. How are you doing today? It's that David. So a little more pleasant. I obviously kick that up a notch on purpose because I want to make sure the customers have a positive experience. I want to build that rapport, help them to have a relationship with them. Because if you don't have that, then what's the point? Because you're not going to keep them as a customer for very long. So the culture here is work hard, play hard. I love my toys. I've got different vehicles that I've been, working on myself. I've got a bagged Passat wagon that I'm building, and I'm also building a bagged B2600i. It's bagged and bodied or whatever. But anyways, the point is that the culture here for me is I work hard. We try and do the best that we can here and make the most money that we can while doing the best quality of work. And then at the same time, still be able to play hard and get the toys that you want and be able to take care of my family. I'd be honored to be part of the top 50 because I strive to be better every day. My grandma always said that if you're not learning something new every day, you ain't living right. So every day I try and absorb something new and move forward to make myself better, to make my company better, and just to be an all-around better installer, fabricator, customer service, just a better person in general. I feel like I do my best to bring that to my local area, and I'd really like to be a part of the top 50.
my name's Becky, and I've never done this before. I'm 18, and I'm a little nervous, but